Okay, here we are. Another in-house game. All just guys in the Discord in the Colosseum fighting each other on rotated pillars. We've swapped teams. This time we've had a couple guys had to leave for, real life things. And they've been replaced. Forlorn Soul and Yellow Wing Pixie. And we're on rotated pillars again. ANS team has switched to OSP. OSP team has switched to ANS. And I am ready. That last game ended in a draw, so I'm super ready. Me and Beef have been in here just gushing over it for the past, I don't know, several minutes while we've been waiting in the lobby.
Second time seeing a draw. I didn't think they were that common at all. That was cool to see. They're not.
Yeah, they're unbelievably rare. I've also seen two. We were talking about draws the other day because someone posted a draw in post game. I think Dragon's seen like one. And that dude's played a lot. And you've obviously played an absurd amount as well.
Only ever seen one other than that one. That was crazy.
Dropping down here with the OSP team.
I'm ANS. I like what I see so far.
Right. We've got... What is this? Monstrosity. Is this the fucking... I think I know what this is. I've seen this build. Oh, yeah, and this is miscellaneous. Oh, no. Misk bringing his sweaty build slash Mimi build. It's a little bit of both. So these are 3 bulkers with C-53s on the top and then containers on the sides. These containers are combat containers. There are no decoys here. All weapons. He's also, I think he's got a few program channels as well. No. So the idea here is that you use the C-53s for the main damage, because you can still get 4 out with this hull. And then you've got the containers for surprise damage, right dumped into someone's face. You could just slaughter things with that. I've never seen these in action, but I've heard very good things from him on this. So I'm really looking forward to these. Daenerys in the rocking the rocket shuttle. Hanging on in the cap game. I'm glad everyone's in the Discord because it gives them time. And we had a pretty long lobby session of people just choosing their fleets. I think they were all working together on that front as well, which is awesome. It'll make for an even better game. Uncle Parker and a 450 Acello. Like a PD monitor. Well, C-53 on the front. Very interesting. 2 Bloodhound tugs. And an EWR tug. And just a couple of gun scouts. For Cappy. Yellow Wing Pixie. Bringing a pair of 250 Ocellos.
That's funny. I'm pretty sure he was helped by Saker build these, and Saker and I built the first 250 solos. So I'm really happy to see these.
Excellent. I have high hopes for this build then.
The enemy is securing Zone Atlas.
Dramus over here with a 450 beam and backpack VLS1. Looks like PD centric. Tons of Sarissas. Might be able to prevent those containers from doing much. Very interesting. I also got a backup antenna. And Mark 64 is another Sarissa on this voxel and some missiles. Looks like, and 223 Thunderheads. Okay. Virgil, oh man, combat already starting.
Yeah,
ANS
we got
team.
Shuttle trying to cap Alpha. ANS is desperately trying to deny that, since they don't have any Corvettes but 2. So they're gonna be lacking on the objectives maybe.
And these are Pinard and Blanket Corvettes, so they're definitely gonna want to be sticking near.
Oh, that chaff's gonna eat these Thunderheads if they're actually Thunderheads.
Although the ANS team is pretty light, even if they don't have much dedicated. They don't have dedicated cappers, but they got a ton of Voxels and Rains, and a destroyer as well. So they're going to be very mobile.
Very
overall.
mobile, but right now, OSP took over
Oh yeah,
Alpha with a shuttle, and now ANS is going to be forced to make a move. They're going to have to cap something eventually.
it's probably gonna have to be Alpha.
It seems like the best choice because how close they are to it, but how open Alpha is they're going to be feeding
Yeah,
right into OSP's hands.
it's a
They
big
want them to
risk.
push that.
So we got Chaos with the gun voxels, hang up, Pinard, blanket, bullseye, sprinters, which he's currently RPFing. Oh no, that's hitting the rock, not the sprinter. Forlorn Soul, beam, auroras. Let's beam ship, some guns as well. And then a missile voxel. Nice, nice. Love seeing these. They're so rare, but I I love missile voxels. I really do. Full with 3s and also a 2. H2 launcher. And then Virgil with 1 voxel at the cornerstone. Gun voxel with VLS2 and a bullseye on it. Senior 2's Tempest. And a whole bunch of Rains with signature boosters on them. Defenders and cannons. Okay, so he wants these Rains to look like voxels. And to be a menace. Oh, I think those are the 250 Ocellos. Coming in here, yeah. Those are going to be complete murder on this light force.
He wants these rays to look like voxels. Yeah, he does. That's funny to see. You never really see that module used. Signature Scrambler. It's no one touches it. Really cool to seeing it being used.
Agreed. And it's used strategically and tactically here. He's trying to make this whole team look like 6 voxels running around, which is kind of scary, and you really don't want to fuck with that. But 1 voxel and a bunch of Rains is significantly less scary.
And it's actually working because the voxel isn't taking any fire. He is shooting all the rains.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
And your rains can take fire and they can dodge the 250 fairly well.
For sure. And is forcing these Ocellos to back off. I think if they knew that this was mostly Rains out here, they'd just push in.
Maybe not. Just because there's another fleet coming underneath, they're gonna get eyes on him here soon.
Yeah, but I don't think they can
kinda
see
stuck out.
this. Oh, yeah, they can't see this.
Yeah, he's kind of cut off from his team, so he's got to back up and let his team come around over the top like they are.
Which is exactly what Miscellaneous is doing here. This stupid Bulker meme that I think is actually a pretty good build.
The enemy is securing Zone Atlas.
It's coming out. Real glad Misk has joined the Discord, because until now I was kind of the only missile player in here.
Mango Parker taking out a DD. Oof, that was an expensive DD too.
Yeah, with all the Auroras and oh, this didn't have any services. I guess it's right. It's the expert that's got the services. A couple hybrids coming into the Cicello, punching straight through the stone walls.
Spice shipment coming out. Let's see what these containers do.
Yes. A lot of Sarissas here. But the angling seems a little off. Dumping decoys. AMMs, RPF, defender fire. Oh, these just might get deflected. Most importantly, they're able to spy that these voxels ain't voxels, they're Rains.
Yeah, and hopefully someone marks the voxel as priority, and so they don't focus fire the rains. I mean, the rains are still kind of dangerous. They can cap. You don't want them to stay alive, but.
Right. One of these things is significantly higher priority than the others.
Exactly.
hybrids coming after these Ocellos. I think the Sarissas
Oh.
are gonna, yeah, do that. Ooh. One gets through. Is that HEKP? It sure
That
was.
HEKP. He's so lucky that it was on the outside, pretty much. How it went through.
Yeah, right down the nose. And it's able to get ahead in life. Cap and Alpha, and they got so much here. So much mass right here on this point. The OSP could definitely loop around and get Charlie and Delta, which looks like exactly what they're doing.
The enemy is securing zone common.
Forlorn's sole missile ship isn't staying with his team, so he's in a pretty precarious position.
Bulk freighter's finally moving out.
Yeah, I have a feeling this thing's gonna get hunted by rocket shuttles. Ton of E-War coming out of ANS team. Like its hangups, even an Illuminator. T-50 ship's able to be a distraction while the bulkers get into position.
Bulker's coming in. Shuttle's getting ready to pound.
Yeah, this team might get eaten alive by all that in every direction.
Yeah, this is an ambush. This is great.
It's a huge ambush. It's several players, several fleets, in different points all over the map.
Yeah, even though a solo underneath can get a piece of this. Oh, missiles though, coming behind the bulkers. Didn't think there'd be a Corvette back there. It's a missile boat.
And these things do not have much in the way of PD. They don't have any PD, in fact.
They got a couple grazers.
Do
They're
they? Do they
doing
miss that?
alright.
Yeah, no, yeah. One grazer vessel.
There's a couple grazers.
That's not going to be able to handle all these tempests.
But he's being rocketed.
Oh,
The rocket shells come in, saving. Oh, they kill him.
yeah. Pretty much. And they didn't finish him off, but these certainly will. Couple spice shipments incoming.
The enemy is securing
This is what I was saying earlier about the rocket shuttles hunting this thing down. You really have to, if you're doing the missile thing and you have no defenses, you gotta stay with your team. You can't sit at the back, not in a game full of good players.
Vauxhall taking heavy damage now. And that's trying desperately to get close the distance for that beam to come online.
The enemy is securing zone eclipse.
But OSP is just bringing on the fire from every direction. This is cinematic.
Oh, yeah. Look at it.
We are contesting zone boxer.
Rockets coming in and doing decent damage to the Vauxhall. A whole bunch more coming after that Axford. And with the Vauxhall's PD being reduced, I think those are going to get through. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's pretty brutal. Wow, not that much damage coming down, actually. Oh, there it goes. Starting to add up now. Now that the armor's been handedly ripped off. Goodness. Look at that. Yeah, I'm very glad that they did what they did to rockets, because that would have just overkilled this ship several times otherwise, and that's really too much. It really is. But the container, or no, these aren't container ships. These are bulkers following up. 250.
Just cleaning up.
The enemy secured zone eclipse.
Oh fuck.
These 250 SL was doing really well against this Vauxhall fleet.
I don't know if the stage on those is really low or what. More rockets coming in. Rockets will perform quite well against voxels. At this range, anyways. Been able to clean some of those up. Some decent dodges, but a lot of hits. All these containers coming out, and during all this, with the DAG side of the ANS team being cleaned up, it's a free cap on Delta. Glonk. Glonk. Voxel and the Axford taking an absurd volume of damage from those bulkers.
Yeah. I've just been sitting here watching this unfold from afar, and it is so cool. Shout out to both teams. They played great,
Agreed.
but this ambush has been
Insane.
insane.
ANS team is definitely not ready for it. I think the group up and have a fist fight over Alpha was a good idea, but the OSP didn't want to have a fist fight. They wanted to club you over the back of the head. That's what they did.
The enemy is securing zone dagger.
Oh, some really good missiles into the solo. Heck peas.
Yeah, right into the drive section, no less. Oh, okay. I was thinking that was close enough to roast some things. It's like, man, shuttle, last valiant effort. Must be capping Delta. They're fighting over Bravo right now. Who's challenging it? Ah, one of these Rains.
Yeah.
Yeah. A single gun Rains against a single gun Monitor.
Who will win?
That is one slow fight.
Yeah.
Speed cap Delta. I think it's all over but the crying for the ANS team. That ambush just tore him to shreds. And the OSP fleet, all these shuttles that spent all their munitions during that ambush are able to run around the map and cap now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to give these events like a special number instead of just continuing the trend of counting upwards. Have set a new designation.
I like that.
To differentiate from like basically pubs, but sometimes people are talking to like a serious match. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. People on both teams playing their freaking hearts out.
You can just tell how much they were talking and all that.
Yeah.
The shuttle guy was probably itching. He's like, let me go, let me go. They're like, just wait.
Enemy is
Just wait.
Hold! Hold!
Unleash him!
And he did that. They all did that.
securing zone
Yeah.
boxer. We are contesting zone boxer.
Meanwhile, Bravo. Oh, this Reigns finally gets killed off.
The messenger.
Yeah. Think tank. Camping it. There's just not much else. This thing's dead. That's dead. It's just a few ships in the middle of the map being cleaned up by the OSP team. That's game. Taking control of caps everywhere. They're ahead on points. They're very ahead on caps, and there's nothing that can possibly challenge them at this stage. They've lost almost nothing. They gave up 3 shuttles in that ambush. One to pull the ANS team into alpha, and then let's take a look at all these. I can just tap through these. Yeah, 1 to pull the ANS team to alpha. Okay, 1 and 2 of them weren't even a part of that ambush. 1 is a part of the team that went behind to kill the missile ship, and 1 to contest ish Charlie. I didn't lose anything else, and they didn't even take that much damage. The most damaged things are these 250 Ocellos, and they're not fine, but they're functional.
Yeah, they're cleaning up their designated fleet to kill, and they're doing a great job of it. While the liners just come around behind, just sweeping underneath the rug, and just, yeah, okay, you die, you die.
Have some 250 rounds. Meanwhile, the ANS side of things, there's 1 healthy, semi-healthy voxel, 1 healthy sprinter, and a whole bunch of dead shit. Truly incredible. Now that's OSP is an ambush faction, no doubt.
100% playbook, textbook play on how just to make the OSP or the ANS just overconfident in their death ball.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think that's what did it. It's the overconfidence for sure, because they killed that shuttle, and then they were doing some good damage to those 250 Ocellos. And the just entire opposing force collapsed on them from all the bad angles, because nose-on voxels are very strong, but from the flank they sort of disappear. And that's what happened.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know if I can go back to doing public games after this. Holy shit.
The Walker's moving in now. Point blank range.
Just cleaning things up. Alright, so the question is, as officiators, I guess, for lack of a better term, do we call the game here? Do we say GG, or do we just let them duke it out?
I don't know. We could say GG.
Just so we can get on to the next game.
He maybe just feels like he wants to die in a blaze of glory.
Yeah.
He really wants to kill us a solo.
Yeah.
He's been fighting this guy long enough. He's like, just die.
Let me
Both
kill
of them.
you.
They're like, let me have her 1v1.
Honor duel! Honor duel!
Honor the duel, exactly.
The enemy is
Oh,
securing
there it
he
is.
goes. Yeah.
He knows it's
GG.
over. Fucking incredible game.
Yeah. Great job, OSP. Well played.
Get into this AAR. There's the shuttle with 9,000 damage on it. Damage out of the shuttles. I can't wait to see what these Leonard. Yeah, it's a cool 40,000 out of the bulkers. With just about 10,000 of it from the spice shipments.
Great game.
Indeed.
They were so fast, so I'm gonna hop up there. They're already chatting.
All right, I will join you shortly. That was actually, you know what? Let's go up there and get some of them on tape.
Yeah.
All right, boys.
Do the numbers. You are correct.
Hey, hand me some numbers.
9K on a shuttle. Who got 9K on a shuttle?
9K shuttle.
And I was
Carrying.
probably the one that just skunked my heavy
Oh yeah,
cruiser.
28 hits.
Yo.
That'll do
Thank you
it.
to Pixie for just tanking the entire enemy fleet while we fucked around.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, we decided to do some Age of Sail combat at the end there. Broadsides of 250 meters.
I saw someone did a full broadside into one of my frigates near the end.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was just going, okay, all these cap ships are dead, I'm gonna go help Pixie. In the meantime, I'm gonna kill all the little shits that keep running around shooting at me. Please leave.
The bees.
Yes.
Bees.
I do have to ask though, did the intended use for those frigates was to confuse? Did they confuse with their radar signatures?
We went
we
kind
just-
of and then we had an intel center, so we were like, oh,
Yeah,
it's
not
one of those
really.
gun frigs.
What happened was early on we identified Axford and the Vauxhalls, and it was just like, fuck those guys. Everything else can wait till later.
But did you read the frigates as Vauxhalls initially?
We went
We
back
just
to
assumed they were
Vauxhall.
frigates.
We ID'd the Vauxhall first because it came up on radar first, and then we saw a swarm of stuff, and we're like, okay, that's frigates or vets because they can't fit that many Vauxhalls in a fleet. So
They figured you out.
They figured, yeah, they figured it out really
Yeah,
quick.
we weren't
Something I have
intimidated.
around.
We
And
were
it's
just
a good
like, oh,
fleet
they've got a
anyway.
lot of support.
but, yeah. Oh, the beam ship and the Yub was the same thing. Okay, yeah. Sorry, Yub Vauxhall. I can permit no missile competitors. Not allowed.
Who's the Yub Voxel?
Yub Vauxhall was
They're just gonna keep chatting about that for a little while. That was the game. I've gone ahead and muted and deafened myself. Fucking a truly, truly incredible match. Damn, dude. So good. Even though it was one-sided and one team definitely crushed the other one, it wasn't. It was because of strategy, not just like raw micro. Very impressed with the boys. If you want to participate in this sort of thing, and we'd love to have you. The more the merrier. More teams, more events. Oh yes, very excited. There's a Discord link down in the description below. Come on down. All the sweat lording of that match aside, it's a pretty chill place. Be happy to see you. Yeah, oh man. I'm just in a tizzy from that match, truly, Reginald. We're gonna go on to the next one immediately. I will see you in the battle space, dear viewer.